Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hi, everyone. So we have such a great episode installed for everyone today. We have our very special guest, Puzzle, joining us today. Now, before we get started, we like to get a little bit, more info, how everyone's doing. Does anyone have any highlights or lowlights this week they would like to share?
I could start.
Yeah.
It's a both, depending on how you look at it, but I hit VIP 20.
Whale status? Ultimate whale status?
That is a highlight for sure.
No,
Low
that's
light
not
for the
whale.
wallet.
That's Kraken right there.
No, that's not
Yeah.
Kraken. Kraken would be like VIP 22 plus.
Oh, God.
Well, you hear that, Milan? You better step your
Really?
game up, dude.
Right? I'm
Those are
practically
rookie
free to
numbers.
play. There you go.
Yeah.
Free to play P4.
Yeah, just a mid-spender, Milan.
You see, by some occasions, I was considered free to play. Remember, D? By a
Yeah.
certain person.
Yeah, and I was a
D, did it?
mid-spender.
Wait. Did it? Yeah, mid-spender D.
Well, our question of the week this week is, what was your favorite childhood cartoon? I'll start off. Personally, I was a Recess kind of guy. That show just had
Recess?
all the funny
show is
things to
that?
it.
Yeah, I watched that too.
Yeah, that's a good show.
Yeah, Recess was before Jimmy's time, it seems. But man,
I can hear the theme song in my head, like the intro song.
Recess?
yeah,
I'm searching that up right now.
It's not like the chocolate. It's like like from school when you go to recess.
Oh, it's this from Disney
Yeah.
XD? Looks cool.
basically
like
it was
Hey
the
Arnold.
original Kids Next Door. If you watched Kids Next Door, Jimmy.
Hmm.
He probably doesn't know that either.
Yeah, that's also really old.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
no.
I'm an
See,
older
I know
guy,
this
so
one.
I guess.
You
I
you
know
ever
this one.
Courage the Cowardly Dog?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That show was goated. That show was goated. I love that show.
Is that your favorite childhood cartoon, Jimmy? Courage.
No.
It's
No.
Jimmy Neutron.
Jimmy Neutron was actually pretty goated show. But it's
Jimmy's
not.
Jimmy voice acted Carl Weezer.
No,
You
that's
say
more on
croissant?
Milan.
What?
It's more Milan, his voice goes a little streak that way.
Who is Carl? Who is that?
Well,
What are
close
you
your
signing
eyes
me
and
up
Jimmy
for?
stay aligned.
Yeah.
It's okay, you can search him up later.
Oh, God.
Well, Jimmy, what was your favorite childhood cartoon?
Favorite childhood cartoon? That's a tough one. The 2010s had a lot of good cartoons out. Can I say like a show rather than like a cartoon? Like-
You know
'cause,
what?
like-
Maybe we'll do show next week, but we can come back to you.
Mm.
Milan,
Okay.
favorite childhood cartoon.
It has to be like SpongeBob or like Teen Titans.
That's so
you-
basic.
those are both
Wait,
pretty good.
which Teen
Teen
Titans
Titans is
though?
a
Was
good
it
one.
was it the original Teen Titans
Yeah.
or like the rebooted versions?
I mean, Teen Titans Go, I watched a little bit too. That's okay. But I preferred the original.
Yeah, the original was pretty good. That one was goated.
Honestly, the later
Those
seasons
had-
of Teen Titans Go isn't even bad because they become like self-aware, and it's pretty funny after that.
Oh yeah, they break the
Yeah.
fourth wall.
They acknowledge that the original show is better.
Oh my
It's
God.
so sad that the original show got canceled. I really loved it.
No, it sucks.
Puzzle, what's your favorite childhood cartoon?
It would have to be Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a classic.
Yeah.
Did you
Oh.
cry in the movie when Pikachu and Ash scene?
Which movie?
I think it was the first one where Ash got turned into stone and Pikachu was all like,
No, I don't think
Pikachu's
I think
so-
there were some emotional moments. Like I think Pokemon 2000 as well is pretty emotional. I don't know if you guys watched that. Like
Is that the
Lugia and then
Entei
three
one?
birds.
No.
No, not the Entei one. It was like Lugia, and you had to
That's the
like
second
capture the orbs of the
Ultra-
three different legendary birds: Moltres, Zapdos, Articuno.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I watched
Yeah.
that one.
yeah, Pokemon
Yeah.
really knows how to tug the heartstring
Yeah.
in the movies.
Mhm.
Heck, even in the show sometime. Brother
It was
Star,
pretty
what
good.
is your favorite childhood cartoon?
Probably Dragon Ball. Not gonna lie.
You know what? I'm not gonna
But,
lie.
like-
I had a strong feeling you were gonna say Dragon Ball.
Oh,
Like,
gee,
The original Dragon Ball or
no.
Dragon Ball Z?
I
No,
thought we're doing
I love
cartoons,
Dragon
not
Ball
like
Z.
animes.
Yeah,
But
but I mean, it
OG
was on like
Dragon Ball.
Cartoon Network, right? It was on TV.
It was. It was. So was Naruto.
Okay, Naruto being
And
on
Bleach.
TV was way after my time with TV. So,
Naruto, Bleach, and Dragon Ball were all on TV. I remember.
Yeah, but the
Well,
thing is, Dragon Ball was so good that they just kept rerunning it.
yeah. So, because they're always powering up for like 5 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Great
brother,
stuff.
sorry, if you had to pick a non-anime to, so Jimmy doesn't cry, what would you pick?
So Jimmy doesn't cry.
I don't know. That's a tough one.
It's okay. You can show your age. I won't judge.
What's the name of this one? Damn it. I guess I don't know. I'll go with Avatar because I'm drawing a blank.
The Last Airbender.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Good
no,
show.
yeah, good show.
Yeah, that one's always good too. Jimothy, back to you in the studio. Favorite cartoon?
Oh, I thought long and hard about this. I gotta say, the Ben 10 series. Such a
Ben
golden
10?
show. Yup, the
Damn,
Ben
okay.
10 series, all the way from the start to the end. Like, it was such a good series.
Were you the same age as Ben 10 and just grew up the same time he did in the show?
Mm-hmm, 100%.
Were you just growing up side by side with Ben 10, Jimmy?
Yup. Yup.
Did you also shrink in the later shows when he became a kid?
No, I just grew taller than him. You know how he never got taller than Kevin? Yeah, I got taller than Kevin.
Yeah, isn't Jimmy
Jimmy
like
was-
6 feet? 6'5"?
Wow.
You mean, I still don't believe, any picture he's ever sent. Ever since he
Right?
sent that
His
one.
voice
photo.
just doesn't match.
Well, I've sent pictures, but not here. Jake's seen them. I
Your
only
voice
send
just
them in
doesn't match your
only if
pictures,
you're-
Jimmy.
I said them in only AFKs, but like gym pics. Wait, GD, you've seen them though. You've seen
Yeah,
them,
like that's why I'm saying your voice doesn't match. But you know what? Kudos to you on being taller than Ben.
Oh my
Well,
God.
guys, let's get into it then. Let's start off with Jimmy, what's up, Hesperia?
Oh, it's been a pretty sad week. But we had some things come out. See, I'm not a big fan of BD, but I know some people here really sweat it. So, have you guys been doing in BD?
Dude, you used to sweat it, Jimmy.
Yeah, and that was good. But you see, too much sweat brings you down. You know?
BD's actually been going pretty smooth, testing out a lot of different formations to try to get ahead. Some extra strategies with the new stamina system. How do you guys feel about the new stamina system, actually?
I prefer.
I like it because you don't have to lock in heroes anymore.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah,
exactly.
You can use anything from your box.
Yes, I love
I-
that, and my guild loves that too, because it was a headache
Yeah.
organizing everyone's boxes.
Yeah, yeah. And then every time
I
there's
feel
a
like-
new team, you have to like reslot everything.
Yeah.
It makes it easier, but I also feel like they should optimize something about it. It's like my teams are always out at the bottom, and all the other units that I'm not using are at the top with full stamina. So it's like I don't know.
Yeah, they should just
Oh.
add like a reverse sorting thing. Like,
Yes.
something you can click to just put your one stamina units at the top.
Or even better, like a little favorite system. You can favorite heroes to be at the top.
Yeah.
That would
That would
be
be good.
cool. Yeah. Even just in
So-
general, outside of Battlefield.
Yeah, in general, for Dream Realm as well. Like, it's always you're searching through all the heroes, even
Yeah.
walking into Dream Realm. So if they had a favorite, that would be good.
Yeah, exactly. And when you get charms, the order changes and stuff, so it's hard to...
Yeah, it gets all weird after that. 'Cause
Yeah, your
I
S
think
plus
charm
being higher than your
priority is
P2s.
above EX and Ascension. It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
So you could just have, I don't know, Kafra all the way up there because you randomly got a full set.
Oh,
Hey, but
God.
Kafra's goated. You should see him with the new Paragon buffs against those free-to-plays. E1 plus and Kafra smokes them. You should have seen him. He just swipes in and boom, bop, bang. They're all
Yeah,
dead.
that was so last.
I don't know if that was Capra or the Paragon changes.
It's
I
because
get
of the
the
Paragon
feeling.
changes, you know?
Yeah, anything worked as long as it was P4.
Mm-hmm.
But how's everyone doing in the BD? My guild's like struggling between first and second, depending on how the day goes or the time of the day.
Yeah, I mean, I
I've
could
stopped sweating BD, and I haven't. My stamina's maxed out and everything.
So you're just letting your guild down, is what I'm hearing.
It's okay. They're not sweating, and I'm not sweating. As long as we get the 500 gems and the 5 epic letters, it's a win.
Everyone's getting that.
Exactly.
Yeah, we
Like,
still don't
we're
get
top
we still
5
don't get
too.
anything for being ranked 1, 2, or 3 in PD, right?
The title.
Nah,
No, you
Yeah,
don't.
stop.
You get a
You should
title,
really
I
get
think,
like.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
some rank.
Like a 14-day
That doesn't
title,
matter.
something like that.
Oh,
Mhm.
whoopee. But that title's like multiple places, not even just even specific. Like guild supremacy, you get a trophy at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I wish they gave more. It's disappointing.
I wonder if the supremacy trophies will look different this season, or if it'll just be the same as last season.
It looked. I mean, season 1 and 2 look different. It's just weird. I just wish still, please Lilith, let us combine our season 2 trophies to
Yes.
make a mega trophy.
Yes.
I don't want to look at 3 of the same trophies on the wall.
Yeah. They should definitely make us. Or are they gonna put more, or are we just gonna have to like take?
No, I think. I mean, I don't. Like I said, I don't want. You would just replace some of the season 2 ones, right? So.
Oh wow.
They
Right.
should just made it one supremacy with like just a big bunch of guild medals and then given one trophy
Yeah, something like.
rather than like multiple.
Oh, it's top 1 through 10 too, so it's like.
Yeah, they
they
expanded
upped
that.
it.
Yeah.
So now you don't
Man.
even have to sweat for it. You just get it if you're active because most guilds are dead.
They definitely need to make guild stuff feel better, more competitive.
Yeah, for sure.
They should bring back Clash fronts. So with my
I think they are.
with the P4
They are
worlds.
bringing it back, but I hope they do more than one season. Like even last
Yeah.
season, I wish they did more than one round of it rather than just
Yeah.
one.
It's a good
Yeah,
source
Clash
of
fronts were good.
guild
Yeah,
medals and
'cause-
other resources.
It was.
Yeah, Stellar
because
Crystals as
with-
well.
With Clash
Pretty
fronts,
sure that you were getting
you
like
sell hypo every 2 weeks. You can get a
Yep.
sell hypo every 2 weeks with the coins you got from Clash front.
Yep.
It was nice. Yeah. I didn't like how everyone got into the final league, with Champions League or something it was called. That was
they
kind of
were
sad.
dead guilds.
Well, that's because it was
Yeah.
beta.
That's what I'm hoping.
No
I
one.
hope this season is different.
It was
Now with
beta,
your
and it was
P4s,
so
you could be
cursed they
that
had to do
one-man
that.
carry.
Yeah.
Come on, you could be the one-man carry for your tiles, you know? Just put one team in all of them with your P4s now.
Oh god. Yeah.
Alright,
That's
let's
something.
move on to the other topics then. So
Yeah.
we had, for Chinese New Year, the board game came back. What do you think of the cosmetics and all the goodies that came with it? The new event.
I think the cosmetics look more like Christmas cosmetics than Chinese New Year's cosmetics.
I think they're trying to go off for like the cold vibe. Like it's a cold New Year's or something.
Yeah.
No,
it's
I
the
get
whole
that.
season and yeah, for sure.
But they could have
Mhm.
changed the colors. They could have added like some snake vibes to it for Year of the Snake.
Did
They
you
could have
guys see
done
the
like just a little bit more
trailer?
effort.
Did you guys see the trailer for the Chinese New Year though? It looks sick. Like the animations are just sick. It actually looked sick.
Yeah. I
Ah.
really like that.
So they spent the money on the video more than the in-game design. I get it.
I think it looks sick. And then we had a boring, usual event coming back, Heroic Gauntlet, but you know, this time we had Burial, who's known to be a godly character, so you know we can't really hate on that.
Yeah, it was pretty cool this
And
time
then-
around. At least different than usual.
With this
I'm just happy for
insta-kill and
the
stuff.
essence, honestly.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
golden essence, because we need
Yeah.
more of that to craft the charms.
Mm-hmm.
I hope they fix the mistake that happened last season where mythic charms, like, we unlocked it at 63 days, but it took like 2 or 3 weeks after that to even have like a full team with charms.
Yeah. You gotta collect them all. It's crazy.
They were
Alright.
giving like 3 essence per level.
Yeah. 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 You need 60 for
Yeah.
one set.
Alright.
Yeah, don't
You-
spend it all in one place, huh?
You guys excited for who's coming in 3 days?
Oh yeah.
Who's coming in 3 days?
Alka,
2 days.
Ooh.
second Greyborn mommy. Oh, 2 days? Oh wait,
Yep.
technically it's Tuesday already.
Yeah.
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 Jimmy's childhood cartoons didn't teach him how to tell time.
Hey, it's still 11:57 for me, so it hasn't hit Tuesday yet.
Oh, my bad. But Puzzle was telling us Valk already hit Vietnam. You want to give us a little rundown on that, Puzzle?
Yeah, so her ultimate ability is like her defining skill because it deals true damage up to 800% of her attack multiplier 3 times. And also it only costs her 100 energy to cast her ultimate. But the issue is her other skill also consumes energy, up to 300 energy, and that's on a 5-second cooldown. But I think for Endless bosses already she's hitting really hard. I tried her in Lone Gaze Endless, and she did like 20 billion damage on her own. And like compared to
Jeez.
other like Lily May and Sinbad, they were not able to come close to that. And that was with a +10 Supreme +10 Velka. So
Oh, wow.
I think for Endless Dream Realm, definitely Velka will be meta for a lot of bosses, other than maybe Snow Stomper, because then she can't cast her ultimate. But for PvP, she didn't look that good. Like I did some testing in PvP, and her damage wasn't good enough.
You said 800% 3 times.
Yeah, 3 times, up to 800% of her
Jeez.
attack. But basically, it's like a percentage, like 12% of the opponent's maximum health. But like
Oh,
in
yeah,
Endless Dream Realm,
Endless.
that's infinite.
Yeah.
So, but for a PvP, it never hits that hard, right? Because it's up to a
Mhm.
percentage of their maximum health. So it
Is
just
that-
doesn't seem enough.
Is that true damage
She does
too?
more.
Yeah, true damage. All completely
Oh.
true damage.
Does she do more than pure damage? DPSs like Harak.
Well, I don't know because I didn't try against Harak as well, but I like the damage output was really high. Like I feel like she would probably do more than Harak. Because she
Wow.
also boosts attack speed of nearby allies. So like you can use her with other damage dealers on your team. Yeah.
Greyborn
Imagine
meta?
every
Her and Bonnie
team.
together.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine every
Ludovic and
team
Valkyrie?
is
Greyborn meta?
Pesto, Harak, Volca, Twins, Mikola. Wouldn't that be pretty? Would that work out?
Yeah, you could
I think that would be-
Rock's Eat Order, get the cloned and McCullough and main body.
Honestly, what I'm worried about is I'm worried that maybe even Fresto is going to get power crap. Because once you have so many good damage dealers for Endless, I wonder if Fresto is ever going to be
Yeah,
not needed
because
anymore.
he's only really there for the damage. And
Yeah.
like
And
Valka does that
he
huge
doesn't
50
manage
buff,
HP.
attack speed buff.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you know, I
But what
feel like
about
we should.
Pesto's buffing mechanic? Because he buffs haste and then also does damage reduction.
It's energy gain, but it's not as significant. It's
Okay.
only 14%.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that like we should also take it with a like any testing right now. It obviously will show that she's good. Being better than Lily May immediately is like, even though Lone Gaze has never been like the best boss for Lily May, that's still pretty good.
She's better than
And-
Lily May or dealing more? Wow,
Yeah,
In-
she
in
dealt
Lone
with it
Gaze,
really
yeah.
well.
that's crazy.
Wait, something I wanted to see is Volka's ult an ult? Because I'm pretty sure in like the text and writing, in, like
no, her
the,
shields
has an
cost
active
energy
effect.
instead.
Yeah, Lily May can cancel it. You should
Yeah,
go
Lily
watch
May
the
cancels
video,
it.
you know.
Oh, damn.
But what I was gonna say is I feel like the numbers I've seen, because like Endless was just hit, are still not like the type of numbers we are used to seeing in Endless, where it's like, you know, mythic charms come into play and you're getting to 100 billion or maybe more.
Yeah, what is her charm skill actually?
Her charm is same as Sonya, and they don't stack. The defense shred.
Oh. Interesting.
Oh wow.
That's unfortunate because I feel like Sonya is just great in any team.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Endless, maybe Sonya will be replaced because even last season, Endless, Sonya wasn't in all of the teams.
Mhm.
Right.
True.
The twins would probably take her spot.
Yeah,
Well,
twins are
speaking of
gonna
charms-
be amazing.
What was your guys' Dura strategy? I think personally for me, instead of picking classes that were, I'm trying to like target one hero like Harak or Sonya specifically. I was picking the factions where I had a wider spread, like I needed charms in a wider spread, like support or something. Did you guys
Yeah.
have a specific strategy for Dura, or were you guys doing just about the same?
I did the same as that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like, usually the priority is supports first most of the time for things like Rainier or Hugin with the true damage that they can give, or
Mm-hmm.
The twins charm.
After that-
It's crazy.
yeah, twins too. That's another good one. That's true. And then
Rainier
you
charms.
could probably argue that after that, it's either marksman, rogue, or mage, depending on what units you have. Because if you have Taylene, then like mage is a priority right away.
Yeah. Tank is just
And
not the greatest.
nah,
Yeah, I don't think I pulled tank at all. I haven't even crafted tank even.
like
Yeah.
maybe if any of the tanks, like maybe Thorin had like something similar to last season where he would increase damage, but it's
No, we
just,
don't have any charms like that this season.
I mean, after every team had either Lily May and Brian, or some other unit, Sonya afterwards, that she also had that skill,
Yeah.
the same charm bonus. That was really strong. Like any team that could use them, you would just slap them in because it was that strong of a charm bonus.
Oh, it
Yeah.
was. Yeah.
Guild supremacy was boring as hell,
Brian.
right?
Yeah, this season there's been a lot of like changes to the guild supremacy team. A lot of top teams actually competing for a top score.
Yeah, Sinbad. Oh my god, he is really
Yeah,
doing crazy
Sinbad.
damage.
Yeah.
Sinbad is having a very hot boy season.
Frontline finally saved Sinbad.
Flying.
Yeah.
Stace is probably super happy right now.
Oh
His
yeah.
favorite
He's waiting for
one.
that Lucas season
yeah.
that will probably never show
You'll
up.
have to keep waiting for that.
Yeah. Luca,
It's sad
yeah.
because Lucas actually pretty fun.
He is good in
Yeah.
AFK stages actually.
Yeah,
And
It's
there
like
is.
a light bearer team. Yeah.
You see,
And
I
Proud
feel like he
Tower.
doesn't have the
Honduras,
team, the right allies around him yet. Like that
hot
comp.
take Honduras. I think all the Paragon stats are lies. Unless your characters are those legendary pluses, you don't have real Paragons.
Endurance trials.
Yup, you can't tell
It's a-
me that those legendary characters aren't the real Paragons.
It's all in the charms.
No, it's the legendary
I
characters.
couldn't do. I was dying
It's
so
cause they're
fast.
legendary. It's cause they're legendary star that they win.
I mean, my legendary plus Miro with charms did get me through some. So maybe you're onto something.
I mean,
It's the legendary plus character. So unless they're legendary plus, don't try.
did you see Warrior, the nightmare for that?
Warrior 6.
Those ones
Warrior
were
6?
crazy.
Oh my
yeah.
god.
Because they all
Warrior
have
6 is
Hugin,
the-
Yeah.
Yeah,
and no one built Hugin, so
I mean,
yeah,
there's,
no,
like,
and
one
anyone who
shot,
built
you know?
Hugin swapped him out to Bonnie.
Yeah. Yeah, that's rough.
I remember when Jake was getting one-shotted by the tree, and then he swapped Burial, and he was like, finally, Burial cleared it out. See,
Oh yeah,
Burial's
Barrel
a
is
god.
really good. Yeah.
AD, see god, Burial's a god. Never
I
doubted.
mean, he's something.
How do you
Well-
guys feel about the time gate in the story being 2 days every time?
I'm a little bit okay with it actually. I've had a busy IRL schedule, and it's kind of helped.
You see, I never did story when it came out. I usually did it the day before the next story came in.
Yeah, I think it's not
You-
that bad, to be honest. And it gives you time.
Yeah, it doesn't make it so you have to rush that same day, to read actually the story of what's happening. And I feel like this season, the story is actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I still rush
mean-
day one of the story. Just I get to relax day two.
Yeah, but like I feel like, well, I played Pioneer, so the first couple of like parts of the story, I could read them ahead of time, just so I could like rush on my main account.
Yeah, no, I
And
actually
then
liked
the-
the story with Volka and even the princess and everything, and the Greyborns.
Were you actually
I
a
like the
lore boy
time
this
loop.
season, Milan?
No, but I liked watching like the
Oh.
cinematics and
Oh,
running
we
around.
would have bring in Ale to fact check you.
Oh,
100%.
No, I didn't do that much. I skipped most of it.
Oh,
I'm
You
telling you,
guys do
Ale,
the story
please
today?
skip. Nope. I'll wait till tomorrow. Until
yeah.
I get
I'm a day one
randos.
story guy, day two rest guy.
No, see me, I get randos to do my AFK stage pushes, and then I do the stories.
Oh shit, Jimmy's made it.
That's why he
Well-
yaps so much. It's to gain the
Mm-hmm.
people to do the
You see,
proxy.
when you have enough yapology game, people do stuff.
Yeah,
That's when you know you've made it. Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
people
I just
know
see
you.
Jimmy going around like begging, man.
Begging. Where you seen that? In your dreams?
I don't think I dream about you, Jimmy. But
Are we getting the
what I
hidden
do
lore?
dream about is Dream Realm, and we finally got our full DR cycle completed, and we're starting
Yes.
from the top again.
Oh man,
What's everyone's thoughts this season on DR so far?
a lot of Sinbad. A lot, like especially towards the
Yeah.
end, like the last 3 bosses or so, which is crazy. And then Sinbad and Sonya, that duo.
Twins, trio, quadruple.
Twins is on every
I mean-
boss, right? Like every single one.
Yeah. Other than Snow Stomper. The top for Snow Stomper wasn't, but this week it is.
Yeah, last week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
Yeah.
it's so minimal though on this one, and so
Yeah,
RNG.
minimal. Yeah.
I think in Endless it's going to be more prominent because their
Yeah.
charm buff really scales well, and they give like I think the most attack in the game, probably like just under Sonya. So it's gonna
Mm.
work really well with the pure damage dealers like Friesto.
Yep.
And
Do
you
the
could,
twins count as 2 units for the Shakir buff?
Yeah, they do.
I
that's
already see.
nice. Yeah, there you go.
Shakir with like 7 people.
yeah, shit. 2 Friestos, 2 twins. Oh god.
He's gonna have the whole crew pull up.
Yeah. You're gonna Rainier swap the blue twin.
I can't wait for EX10 Shakir to be better than EX15.
No,
Oh,
man,
no.
they better
Always
fix
is.
that this season.
That was so funny.
That was so
People
cursed,
have-
and they haven't said anything about it, have they?
No.
Suffering from success. Interesting how like 100 energy makes such a big difference.
Right? You think because he gives more attack if he has like it's based on is it based on his attack, I believe?
I'm not sure. I think it's a flat increase. Hit the Lupine Aura, the attack buff.
No, I don't think it's his attack. It's based on the allies' attack. It's just a percentage of their own attack increase.
Yeah, okay, so then yeah, you're right. Then
Yeah,
it's
his
just
attack doesn't matter
energy.
for it.
It's just 100 energy. It was the same for the Primal Lord too.
Yep.
That was the whole reason why Dunglinger was good. Yep.
Oh my god. Wow. That's crazy.
I don't know. Dunlinger's a pretty underrated hero.
Yeah,
I don't know. I honestly about Dunlinger, I feel like because he's canceling or denying the ultimates before anyone has even charged up energy to cast their ultimate. So like, what is he actually doing?
well, it's more the Euron in the start of battle.
Yeah, it's just Iron.
He is like a. You just see an Euron nuke team, he just instantly beats it. He's the only unit in the
Yeah.
game where just by existing on the board, he could just counter teams.
Yeah, but I think if they're more insta ultimate heroes in the future, he'll get more value. He'll become
Yeah.
even better.
He'll
Because
always
Yeah,
like
have
that's
right now
true.
it's just Iron.
his tech, yeah.
Unless some unit is able to cancel his cancel, then he's gonna have a safe spot in the meta.
Yeah,
God.
He would be really
Dunlinger.
broken if Lily May couldn't interrupt through his whatever it is, Bell of Order. But because Lily May can interrupt, it still feels bad.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think eventually
That-
Lily May will fall out of favor, and then Dunlinger will see some more use. Because
I
he'll
mean,
always
yeah.
be good.
Special tiles to DR like attack speed or energy or whatever.
Yeah, eventually that will happen. I'm pretty sure.
That's gonna be so fun. If it changes every
Imagine
week
you can
too.
bring in Hogan to DR.
Oh my god.
Oh, you mean faction talents in DR? Oh fuck, that'd be crazy. No,
That'd be
I was thinking
cool.
like you have an attack speed tile or something. That'd be cool.
Like the ones in Supreme Arena.
Yeah, like the ones in Supreme Arena.
Mm-hmm. Instant ult? Dream Row?
Yeah.
Instant all twins.
Yeah. Make them even stronger. Jeez.
I wonder now, knowing that some bosses also have if I'm not wrong, some bosses have nerfed HP loss damage. Like I think Illusia is one of the ones that it only takes like pure damage from physical attackers, like probably Harak.
Wait, really?
Wait, you mean I think you're talking about Kray's Shell Brute, his shield. Because that shield
Yeah.
also reduces HP per second damage. In the
If I'm
Dream
not
Realm
wrong,
version.
when I was reading the tooltip for the
Wow.
boss for Lucia, when it's on endless, like it would
Oh.
nerf HP loss effects from magic or true or other types of damage except physical.
That's crazy.
Okay.
But
Okay, so
I
then
think
they're
they
just-
could have changed it.
They're just hitting
But that's what I saw.
Friesto then. Because that directly
Yeah,
focuses-
Fresto.
and
But I feel like
Ludovic.
Fresto will always have a place for Lucia because like you would want to have one extra unit to take the cat or turn into the cat.
True.
Same for Shell Brute. You need somebody to
Yeah.
get eaten and
Yeah.
impress.
Yeah.
So even if he can't do damage, like he's good for that.
Yeah, but I
Yep.
guess you
The
could use
real
them at one
pay
copy though, which could be good for like free to play.
Yeah.
But that type of stuff also it's very interesting because I'm wondering if that could come into play also, like let's say against Harak, like maybe a boss is like takes less damage from pure damage from physical attackers, and then it's Fresto time or Ludovic.
Mm.
And that makes me think also if they're going to introduce true damage type of HP loss damage, like make it double the good. I don't know, because they
Oh
have
god.
it on the tooltip. Even true damage type of pure HP loss effects. So maybe they're planning something like that for the future.
Man, how would that even work though? Isn't pure damage just a different version
It's
of pure
straight
damage
percentage
already?
HP.
Yeah, it's already like true damage in a way.
It is, but I guess the game still has to classify it as something.
I guess, wow.
It's just like physical HP loss effect, I guess, or
Maybe if you do
magical
like
HP loss
Rainier's
effect.
charm set on Friesto or something.
Ooh, you imagine?
That'd be. Wait, would both copies get the person placed behind them juiced up?
Probably not because he's
Yeah.
already on the field at that point.
You gotta just double down, go on Rainier and Hugin on the same comp. And
then you get
both
all
of them have
miss. Oh god.
all winning after that.
Well, you want to give us a little bit of insight on the content creator life puzzle? Like, how do you handle DR stuff?
It's not just about like the heroes you have, it's also at different levels, different teams perform differently, different artifacts are needed. So it's a little bit more complicated for pre-endless bosses. Once you get into endless bosses and there's no survival issues, then it just comes down to the team comp. And then you can say like a certain team is free to play if it doesn't have Rainier on it or whatever. But yeah, I just try to come up with a team, the best team for the limited options, like a best overall pay to win team, and then best team if you don't have the twins, or best team if you don't have Rainier, and then yeah.
Right. Yeah, I like how pre-endless there's a little bit of like a decision matrix, like if this do that, if this do that. Right? Makes it a
Mhm.
little bit more challenging, makes it a little bit more fun, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's definitely more options in pre-endless. I feel like it's more pre-endless, in my opinion, rewards players who build wide more than endless does.
Oh, for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And also
Because
rewards
in
like
endless,
the. Oh, sorry.
no, yeah, no, just saying in endless, it's usually like the same handful of like maybe 10 units. So
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Which honestly gets boring. Like I've started to just like dislike Rieso because he's so dominant. Just seeing him every single boss.
That's why I like him.
Yeah, I was gonna
Because
say that's why I
he's-
like him. So I don't have to
See,
invest in
that's what's
5
good
different
about it.
units.
Yeah. I mean, it gets boring.
Yeah.
Though. He's not even. He doesn't even do any cool animations. He just like walks like super slowly and then just pokes the boss 50 million times.
You don't like the big sting? Big sting good.
Did you have a
Oh.
bad experience with scorpions when you were younger, Milan? Do you want to talk about it?
No, we'll do that next pod.
Oh, so you do have a bad experience with scorpions. Okay.
Oh god.
Yeah, personally, yeah, I always take a look at Analytica. Lately, I've been checking out Yapala as well, and of course all the content creators. I definitely check out Puzzle. He always has stuff ready.
Yeah.
He's the first one I check because it's there. And then I also check out Zebo, and I think Turtle's making a little bit of a comeback. And yeah, everyone's always has
I
such good
think
stuff.
aren't we working with our good friend Gok to make DR videos?
Ooh, is that in the plans for the channel?
It seems like it. She agreed.
Okay.
She's not
Well,
saying
for the
no
viewers
in the
out there,
chat. So
yeah, for the viewers out there, sit tight. We'll have some DR content here and there. Well, is there anything else you guys want to talk about for the DR or bring up?
Not really. What are you guys most like unit you want to see like back in Endless? Or is there a unit you want to see return?
I know you're gonna say Harak.
Yeah, maybe a little. He's been
Harak
falling
and
off.
Jacob for
He's
Plague
fourth.
Oh
Creeper.
god, man! I thought Harak would for sure be meta in like most of the bosses because
Yeah,
he
I
doesn't
thought
do
so
as
too.
much pure damage. Like it's more just physical. Kind of disappointing.
Yeah, I mean that Sinbad's just been,
Sorry.
just
Yeah.
been so
how does a
good.
P4 feel right now? Does it?
Not
Is it
feeling
worth it?
good. He does destroy in PvP though. So.
Yeah, isn't one of your teams in Supreme Arena just Harak by himself?
Oh yeah.
Standing there
And then, like,
menacingly.
We do like the chippy hammy combo, and it's just like no one even attacks me.
Mm-hmm. Then he has like what the mythic Afro bad
Yeah,
in support.
yeah. P4
Epic plus
Kafra.
Valen.
Mm-hmm. Just intimidation from him alone is enough to win.
Oh god.
He
Yeah.
targets the healer, so it's win after that.
Mm-hmm. He just dies and insta kills Hewin, and then starts chomping on everyone else, and then they just die.
Mhm.
Right. Well, speaking of PvP, how are you guys liking Supreme Arena this season with the new tiles?
I think they're cool. They all seem to be viable, and there isn't one really strong one like Mauler tiles. Of course, like Wilder is like very good, but I think once we get more into the faction and we get some upgrades to the other ones, it'll like even out. I'm hoping. Or at
Right.
least we'll see.
I mean,
more
I think
use.
2 out of my 3 teams are Wilders at the moment, just because Wilders
Yeah.
are so hot right
Same.
now. But I wish Graveborn was a lot cooler, but I just don't have the kind of investment, like talent point investment, to even put in for Graveborn.
From what I've seen in Graveborn, like once it's maxed out, it'll be pretty good for attack.
Yeah, no, that's what I
Right,
mean.
for
Like
attack.
the upgrades
Because
are really good.
yeah,
Yeah.
Graveborn you'll stay with the attack bonus if you kill the enemy before like the 15 seconds, I think it is, run out.
And you'll for sure do it with
Yeah,
Volca and all the
especially
others.
with 2.
Yeah, it's double tiles. And then the light bear
And then-
one, which one is it? Increases
Hogan.
attack for the prime carry. That's pretty nice.
Then, from what I see, Mauler
Teleport.
might still, be useful in attack in a Mauler rush type of thing, but definitely not with one tile. It's like, and it being on the front makes it so it's very awkward to put anything on defense in most maps.
Yeah.
Yeah, who would you be slamming there, Soren or Shakir?
Honestly, probably, yeah. Especially after the charms bonus, once we get it to at least legendary and he gets the unaffected. But right now, I was trying him summon, and it's like, he's still not quite there yet.
Yeah, but look at this buff. It increases all allies' attack by 15% and their haste by 30 if he kills the prey. And with the
Yup.
other stuff, they're gonna be killing the prey pretty often, or like every time. So this is massive.
And it's pretty good. It keeps the prime carrier on top of like the weakest enemy.
Mhm.
It'll still be good with, especially I think units that have some sort of damage reduction. Like Walker with his new S++ might be able to pull off that tile too because he already focused on the highest damaging enemy, right?
Yeah.
And with skill power charms, he has a lot of damage reduction on top of like 40 something that the tile would give him against that prey.
It'll be really
Lenya
good.
after ult, maybe, and then Soren definitely because of
Because of his
just
big stick.
90%. Yeah, 90% damage reduction is just really good.
Well, here it also gives you a damage reduction, so it pretty much picks the enemy who's doing the most damage, teleports you to them, and then you deal more damage to them, and like get the burst, and then you take 42% less damage from them, which I believe is also buffed later on. So it's actually pretty strong. Taking 45% less damage from whoever is doing the most on the enemy team.
It'll be
Yeah.
probably pretty good with Seth and maybe even Harak.
I'm hoping, yeah.
The thing is, Harak needs survival, and like that doesn't give it to him. He needs like Thorn to soul pact him or something.
It
And
gives
he
a lot of
can't do that
lifesteal.
though at the front, yeah.
At the very least, like it gives a lot of lifesteal. So
Yeah, but Harak can be controlled and then killed.
Which faction do you think works best with Harak this season, Puzzle?
I think so on the whale account, I'm trying like Lenya on the wilder tile and then Harak soul pact Thorin because like Lenya can set up kills for the Harak. So I have
Ooh.
Thorin, Haywin, Lenya, Harak, and then one more for wilder. I forgot. Yeah.
Lily May, Tassie, something like that, right?
Yeah. No, I'm trying Tossie on the Mauler buff tile.
Ooh,
I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tassie Mauler back on the menu.
hey.
Oh yeah.
Actually, that might be pretty interesting because of the damage reduction and stuff. You might be onto
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, one thing is, besides the DR videos, I also watch Puzzle's like Arena and Supreme Arena videos too. You're super hot right now, Puzzle. Do you have anything you want to say specifically for SA or take us into your brain?
No, like for Supreme Arena, I come up with comp ideas, and especially this season, I'm just trying to put as like my most Paragon upgraded heroes because I think otherwise you're fighting at a major disadvantage. Like even if like last season I would run Tossie, my Supreme plus Tossie, but this season I just don't want to run her. I would rather run like my Paragon 1 or Paragon 2 heroes because otherwise the opponent gets too much of an advantage. But then apart from that, I just try to test them and see what holds up on defense, and then I try to refine them, and that's it.
Well,
Yeah,
with
no,
that
those-
in mind,
Those
And that
Paragon
said-
buffs are killer.
Yeah,
Yeah, rip
they're
PvP.
really big. The inspiration intimidation is just pretty huge.
Yeah, and they affect artifacts and talent tiles, so they'll just be even more powerful later on.
Yep.
Crazy.
You just know that the Celestial Hypogean one with like Paragon Advantage will have you ulting like 2 seconds into battle.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because you get more energy, you're right.
Yep.
Yeah. But like with that said and with that in mind, do you have to like change your Supreme Arena videos a little bit more just so it's like since everyone has like, different Paragon investment unless they're P4'd out, it's really harder to make suggestions this season, right?
Yeah, it is harder. Like that's I think the kind of major thing I've realized. And so I try to go with heroes which global launch players would have to Paragon by now, like the starter heroes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, everyone has to like customize it based on whichever heroes are more upgraded now, because you should be running your highest Paragon upgraded heroes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely. I've seen a lot of people running their Vala because Vala's just pretty much until Sonya showed up. And arguably for PvP, still is the best S level light bearer that there is.
Yeah.
And even if she's not great on, defense, if she's just your highest Paragon, you're missing out by not putting her in.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Wilder Tile Vala would be super hot.
Oh, of course.
Wilder anything at the moment.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah, Wilder anything. I think the major issue is just they're not enough good Wilder heroes. Like at most you could make 2 teams. Like you can't really make a third that would be
Right.
good.
Yeah.
Maybe
Whereas the
Firemore
Maulers
would
are
change
so
that.
wide last season, you just kind of use 3 to stat pat your team's carry, right?
And I think also the Wilder faction town this season, if your other allies die, if even one of them dies, you lose the concealed effect, right?
It reduces it by like 3 seconds.
Oh yeah.
But it does
Yeah,
work.
so that's also the
So
problem.
you can't run weak or low Paragon heroes.
Yeah.
Because at the level we are at now in this first stage of talents, it's 8 seconds at most, right?
I think it's
Yeah,
8.5.
8.5.
Yeah. And
Okay.
then
Plus, I think 3 seconds if they get a kill.
yeah,
Or
and
is it
every
2 seconds?
death on your team at 3 seconds reduction.
Mm.
hmm So yeah, so if you run like 3 Wilder teams and you're using like the bottom Wilders and you're all like Supreme Plus or even less,
And just
It's-
getting clapped.
yeah, it's not gonna
Yeah.
go well. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to stop using Brian this season just because S plus is just not cutting it.
Yeah.
He was so good though last season. You didn't like that. I'm sad.
His charm skill was so good. Yeah. He was a menace.
Now, have you guys heard of any tournaments or anything happening soon? I know there was like a lot of tournaments and stuff for like friendly duels. I haven't heard any tournaments coming around lately. Is it too early in the season to have tournaments, you think? Or how are you guys feeling?
I don't know. I mean, the
Well-
meta isn't solved, so I think this is the perfect time. Because there's just anything you could run.
True, with just one tile, a lot of things are viable.
Yeah.
And the meta isn't really set in stone yet.
That's my favorite
Yeah.
time of the season.
Before
like-
Mauler tiles were everywhere.
Well, the funny part about last season was most people didn't do Maulers off the bat, right? I think Maulers started becoming hotter during stage 2 because stage 1 Maulers was kind of whatever, right?
Yeah, at stage
I
3 you
always
got
believed.
in the Brutus passive, and that's where it popped off. Yeah.
Oh, stage
Yeah.
3 Maulers, okay.
Mhm.
It started taking over a bit with stage 2 just because the unaffected was for a longer time compared to wilder ones because you could just break the shield and they would no longer have unaffected.
Mhm.
But it wasn't as strong on defense because it didn't have the Brutus passive. But after that, it was like game over.
Oh yeah. That's why I'm hoping it would be the opposite, since right now Wilders has the like invincibility, but they don't really gain anything crazy later on. So maybe the other factions could catch up.
Right. So, I don't know.
So-
do you think Graveborn
Anyway,
Graveborn stage 3 is gonna be the Mauler stage 3? I don't know. I just
No
can't
way.
see using it on defense though, right?
Yeah, not
Yeah,
on
that's the
defense.
problem. It's just
Yeah.
not good on defense.
And it's hard to invest in a talent tree that's just for one so specific thing, whereas the others work in like BD, work in AFK stages and things like that, right? They have
Yeah.
a wider range,
I
wider
mean,
reach.
The Greyborn target the prime tile will target the furthest back enemy, which is also where their tiles will be, unless they're running like Mauler. So,
True.
like if they're gonna run like a Celestial team or something, and they're like Dino, this immediately gets like destroyed. It might be a little viable on defense. We'll see though.
I feel
I
like
think people can put
maybe-
like Taylene in the back to take the tile, and even Diurnal, he has like the charms will give him invincibility
Yeah,
once he
but
takes a certain amount of damage.
we'll get double tiles, so we can't just do one unit. But yeah, you're right. The Dino charms are gonna be a really broken.
I feel like the one way I could see it working is maybe, for example, abusing things like maybe Nara and Ludovic. You know, making sure that already the enemies like. Actually, I'm pretty sure you could even try to figure out a way where Nara would just pull whoever is opposite of her, but the Graveborn talent would hit the opposite faction tile. So she would pull one in, and immediately the other one would be under 50%, and then she would pull him in also.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe something like that could work. And, with the Ludo patch also, the 4-second stun, things like that. Maybe you could work something up.
Wait, what Ludo
but,
patch?
That's
no, not
Glasgow.
patch.
No,
as
the
in, like,
grass patch. The grass patch.
The grass patch, the flowers,
Isn't it a 3-second stun?
Yeah, it's
Puzzle's
like, I
about
think
to
4
record a new
seconds.
video right now, dude.
Ludo got
Ludo
5 skill
patch.
power again.
Yeah, no, 3
Uh.
seconds. But it's so
Yeah.
powerful.
Yeah, no, it's a really good combo. I remember when Bonnie came out, a lot of people were showing ways to counter her with like Sylvina or Nara.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a good counter, Sylvina.
The problem is
But
those
also this
maps...
season we're gonna get an artifact to give you unaffected in the back. Pretty
Yeah.
soon we're gonna have that artifact. So then that will counter Nara.
Is it a start of battle like
I
enlightening?
think so.
Yep, it's enlightening of this season.
Ooh,
Okay.
Dio stocks on the.
But anyway, Deez, you were talking about tournaments, right?
Yeah.
Did you know? I'm gonna let you in on a secret, but did you hear about Fight Club?
I thought the first rule of it was we're not supposed to talk about it.
It's okay. Your first lesson will be that rules are meant to be broken,
Oh.
except the tournament ones.
Oh, okay.
I gotta clarify right away. The one people being like, "I'm still paying. Pay less, boss."
Yeah, what's up with Fight Club, dude?
Well,
I heard you could bribe someone in Fight Club, a certain someone with scam
Yeah.
gazers. Have rigged fights.
I think his name rhymes with Timmy, but yeah, Fight Club is this new place that me and some other friends, Jimmy included over there, have been working on for a little bit to make PvP fun again, or well, to be more specific, to try to make an environment that is more fair and for people to be able to try to actually test out teams or use strategy instead of like we were just mentioning before, I have to slot in my highest Paragon unit because if not I'm putting myself at a disadvantage.
Mm-hmm. Now, how do you combat like S+ players going against P4 players or things like that? What do you guys got cooking for that?
We're actually we have multiple, I guess, brackets you could say for players of each type of, I guess, Paragon tier. It's not exactly, it doesn't work exactly like, oh, I just unlocked my first Paragon 2, I'm immediately moving to the Paragon 2 bracket, because that first
That's
unit
fine.
for you could be, I don't know, Smokey, or it could be like I don't know, Nero, who always shows up because nobody else was good on the wish list, or Viperion. So we're making, you could see more of it over at the Discord. Maybe we put a link here at the comments, at the description.
Yeah, let's do
But
that.
Now, for the viewers at home that are not interested in participating in the tournaments, what's the Discord got for them?
oh, I'll also have a section. We have a new magazine called Supreme Weekly, where me and other chefs, other good PvP players that I respect and I believe can add a lot to the community, will be able to post their teams there. If Puzzle's interested too, I'd be glad to have your teams there too.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
it'd be a good way
Exclusive
to
interview
have
with Puzzle.
Puzzle showing you the PvP ways. Kafra OP?
Yeah.
I'm unsubscribing. Hold on.
No, wait for the video to drop and then unsubscribe.
Okay, well, I would never unsubscribe from you, Puzzle.
We'll have that. We'll also have some homebrew events. I'm already thinking of one. If not for this week, then the following one, but it'll be Valentine's related. And I'm thinking of going with bonded pairs. Things like,
Ooh.
you'll have to use units that have a strong bond. Things like Soren
Like
and Elsa.
lore-related bond? Or
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
lore related. You could have Laika and Lorson because they're siblings, You could have
They're
things
siblings.
I
like,
want to tie that in with Valentine's, though.
yeah, they're siblings, dude. They're both bunnies.
Oh,
Decent.
okay.
You know what I heard, Star? I heard the first tournament is gonna be a test tournament with the big boys, the whales.
Oh yeah, the P4 players.
Oh, is
Mhm.
Milan
The
in that
first
tournament? Is Milan a big
Hold on,
boy?
you gonna join up?
Sure.
You a
Milan
big
and
boy?
Goth.
You'll have me. Yeah, the
Let's see.
rematch.
Wonder who's gonna win that one. Oh, Star,
Dude,
is that locked in?
wait, are you-
First tournament, the big boys.
I heard that
Would it
Puzzle's
be
going to be
crazy?
commentating on it.
Would it be crazy to
Ooh.
have like a pioneer server tier, where it's like the pioneers, like a pioneer server
Everything.
tournament?
Everything P4s.
Yeah,
Yeah, I wish
I mean,
Pioneer
that would
was
be
back up.
interesting.
I think it's still
that's the
down.
real deal right there. The pioneer tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody can be a whale.
Only brains.
That would also be pretty fun.
Yeah.
It'd be a very fair environment, I guess. But it's also,
Yeah.
I feel like this would also give the opportunity for players that maybe don't necessarily use the most recommended heroes, but because of that, they're able to test it more than, let's say, the average player has. Like,
Right.
there's this one
right.
player, Bybin. I've seen him around everywhere, and they love Kafra, and they always post like the wildest wins with Kafra, and you see those clips and you think like, oh my god, Kafra really is doing something.
Yeah.
And I feel like people like that are good and healthy for the community, because at the end of the day, you should be able to enjoy the units you use, and if you really like someone, then and you enjoy playing with them, then you shouldn't be listening to anybody else trying to steal your fun.
Right. Yeah, like respect the meta chasers, but the non-meta chasers I have big respect for, because they're really sweating it, right?
Hey,
They're like,
how many people were shitting on Lamont
mm,
at the release of the game and at the
Mhm.
beginning of season 1, and then we all saw Lamont just take off.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I mean, Lumont's my anti-Talene.
He's really good. He's just so tanky. Last season he was tanking so much stuff, even at S+.
Yeah. He's just a absolute unit.
And how
Shout
can you
out
not
Church of
love him?
Lumont.
Shout out Lamont.
Yeah. DJ
And
Lamont.
yeah. Or imagine all the people that built Miro before she was even meta. Now they're stonks, they're winning now.
Yeah, building Muriel for the culture from the ads. Imagine
Buying
being in
the
an
mirrors.
ad and not being a meta unit. Tough life.
They fixed that. All I'm
Yeah.
saying is, from the units that are getting buffed, Muriel definitely looks like they had to give her a benefit, a leg up on the others.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's like into the Magister, isn't she?
I thought they were like students or something. Like Muriel is a student.
Yeah, she's like a
I
student,
know
but also like
Cassidy's a student.
she's definitely like a love interest, or she has like feelings for the main character or something.
Interesting.
Oh, Merlin? I mean, everyone likes Merlin.
You guys remember in the original story, whenever Tamisha would show up and all the girls would just like instantly a crush on her?
Oh yeah.
That happened? Oh wow.
Yeah, it was
Wait,
like.
are you talking about girls in
Faye,
game or girls
Cassidy.
outside of GameStar? Both?
Yes. I believe the
Oh.
5th.
We all know who Milan has his eyes on. Those blue-haired girls. He can't be swayed away.
Oh my god.
Is there any blue-haired girls in? Is there any blue-haired girls in AFKJ?
Oh.
You know, when they come out, you know he's gonna be all over them.
They'll get the blue frame.
Immediate blue frame.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
does
guys,
I'm sorry.
have
I was gonna
any-
say.
Oh yeah, go for it.
I was gonna say, does the Cryonaya hair count because it's like light blue?
Ooh,
Oh,
yeah,
wait,
wait,
wait.
P4 her.
Wait,
That
does
one I
Lily
don't
May
mind
count?
P4ing her.
Does Lily May, Nara,
This is like
what's that
green.
gray-haired girl that prays?
The who? Carolina?
Nara? There's Carolina and Nara.
This isn't really
Those
blue
are
though.
gray and silver.
Yeah.
That's
What
like
about
green,
Nara?
right?
That's
That's
blue.
like teal.
No, that's blue. That's blue.
I mean,
That has to be blue.
if you're red-green colorblind, maybe.
You know, there's a hint of blue. Okay, Milan wants pure blue-haired. Okay.
Yeah, he wants
Jinx.
ocean.
Okay.
He wants ocean blue.
Oh, so like
Mm.
Elijah?
I guess. No, that that's not a girl, but yeah, I guess.
Like the new
FBI
one
open
about to
up?
come out.
Yeah.
Oh, a new one. Who has blue hair that's about to come out?
It's a how do you pronounce her name? Cryogenia?
Cryonaya
that's
or
blue.
You
Naya?
can just call her Ice Queen, man. It's fine.
She doesn't have hair, Milan. That's ice.
Edgy. Hey, that's hair, sis.
She's bald.
Yeah.
That's what Milan's into
She's
now.
like-
So
she's
if there's
like
any bald
Elsa.
ladies out there, hit up Milan.
She's like Elsa from Let It Go. You know, Milan, I heard you were gonna sing for us.
Yeah.
While ice skating. Is that true?
Oh god.
Come on.
I don't know. I don't
Let's do
remember
it.
that. Was that
Yeah,
on
I think Milan's gonna do a short for us where he sings.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
But you know, we'll record that
Okay.
later in the week. A little special surprise for
Mm.
everyone.
Wow. I know a friend is gonna have that on replay, and her name not rhymes with off.
Yeah, I'm gonna have it on replay, and my name doesn't rhyme with any of that. Well, I think we're
Okay.
getting close to the end of our episode. Is there any final PvP related things anyone's interested in talking about?
I think that's about it.
Well, let's summarize the episode real quick. So this week we talked about a lot because so much stuff dropped this week in game. There's BD, there's the board game, Volka's coming out, Dura's Trial has been pretty fun, Heroic Gauntlet has been a little bit annoying, but you know, we all got through it. DR has been super exciting with all the different pre-endless builds.
Yeah.
And the Supreme
Yeah.
Arena meta has been very fun to figure out because honestly, there isn't a super meta besides, you know, juicing up Wilders. But even with that, there's a lot of things you can do differently than other people. Finally, before we end the episode, Puzzle, is there anyone or anything you would like to shout out as our awesome guest this week?
No, I think you covered everything. Yeah, nothing more to really say.
Oh no, like a shout out. You could shout out a person, your guild, you know, whatever you like.
Okay, shout out to my guild, Paragon.
Oof. Nice and simple. I like it.
Mhm.
Now,
It's a nice name, you know. Very
is.
Yeah.
intimidating.
now the rest of the homies,
Even
do
more
you guys have
scary
a
now
special
this
shout out?
season.
Shout out
okay, I have a special
BFP20.
shout out. You know who I have a shout out for? Someone in the audience right now, Cam. I want to give you a shout out that I'm beating you in XP.
Yikes.
Oh my god.
Well, I would like to shout out Paula. Been a very cool community so far. Very cool talking to some people there. Brother Star.
I want to shout out Fight Club again. Goth just uploaded some of the weekly teams. She's one of the chaps over there, so go check it out. I'll go post mine soon.
Yeah, and for the viewers at home, tell us what was your favorite childhood cartoon and why. And also, as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We will catch you guys next time. Bye,
Bye,
everyone.
everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.